So, you want to move beyond just pushing pieces around and really get into the heart of chess? You're in exactly the right place. We're about to unlock two tools that will totally change how you play and how you improve: the chess clock and the score sheet. Let's dive in. Have you ever wondered what the real dividing line is? Between a friendly game in the park and a really focused competitive match? It's not just about the intensity or what's at stake. The difference is it's something more fundamental, something that changes the entire game. And here's what it is. The difference is mastering two invisible forces that every serious player has to deal with: time and memory. In a casual game, right, time feels endless and mistakes, poof, they're forgotten a minute later. But in serious play, time becomes a weapon, and every single move is recorded, creating a history you can actually go back and learn from. To beat these forces, you're gonna need the right tools. So here's our game plan. First, we'll introduce you to your second opponent, the clock, and get you comfortable with its rules. Then, we'll dig into your game's secret history with the score sheet and learn to speak its language. And finally, we'll put it all together to help you become a much more complete and dangerous player. Let's start with that external battle. See, the chess clock isn't just some timer to keep the game moving along. No. It is a core, strategic part of the game itself. This right here, this is a crucial mindset shift. You're not just playing the person sitting across from you. You are, at the same time, playing against the clock. And believe me, that second opponent can be just as tough to beat. So why even have a clock? Well, for one, it's about fairness. It stops the player who's in a bad spot from just sitting there forever. It also adds this amazing layer of pressure and strategy, forcing you to balance being fast with being accurate. And here's the kicker. It creates a whole other way to win. You don't just win by checkmate, you can win when your opponent's time hits zero. You'll run into a few common ways time is handled. Sudden death is the simplest. You get a chunk of time, and when it's gone, you're done. Delay gives you a little grace period each turn before your clock starts ticking. But the one you'll see all the time, especially if you play online, is increment. That's where you get a tiny bit of time, maybe 5 seconds, added back to your clock after every single move you make. Okay, so we know why the clock is there. Now let's talk about how it actually works. And don't get nervous, the whole process is incredibly simple. This is the basic rhythm of every timed chess game. Number 1, you think on your own time. Number 2, you physically make your move on the board. And number 3, you press your side of the clock. That stops your timer and starts theirs. That's it. And remember, your move is not officially complete until you press that clock. Okay, you really need to listen to this part, because this is the one rule that trips up almost every single beginner. You must use the same hand to both move the piece and press the clock. Why? It stops people from hovering their other hand over the button to get a split-second advantage. It feels like a small thing, but trust me, it is absolutely critical for fair play. And beyond that one big rule, it's really all about good sportsmanship. Always press the clock after your move, never before. Press it gently, don't slam it, and remember, it is your job and your job alone to keep an eye on your own time. No one's gonna tap you on the shoulder and tell you you're running low. All right, we've covered the external battle against time. Now it's time to turn inward. How do you fight against your own worst enemy in chess? I'm talking about your own mistakes. Well, you do it by keeping a record. You create a secret history of your own game. This really gets to the heart of it. We all think we remember how a game went, right? But let's be honest, our memory is just not that good. We forget the key blunders, the missed chances. The score sheet, though, that's your source of truth. It's the only way to see what really happened. And the benefits are just huge. For your own improvement, you can go back over games and find your weaknesses. In a tournament, it's mandatory, and it's your proof if there's an argument. But maybe the most important thing is that the act of just writing down the moves forces you to focus and makes you fluent in the universal language of chess. So let's learn the basics of that language. It's called algebraic notation, and I promise it's way simpler than it sounds. This is how every chess book, every video, every player communicates moves. First, the pieces. Each one gets a capital letter, and it's mostly what you'd expect. Q for queen, B for bishop. The only kind of tricky one is the knight, which gets an N, because K is already taken by the king. So what about pawns? Pawns are special. They don't get a letter at all. And here is the single most important rule to remember. For a pawn move, you just write the square it moves to. That's it. So a pawn moving to E4 is just written E4. For every other piece, you write the piece's letter first, and then the square it's going to. So, a knight moving to f3 becomes nf3. See the difference? And here you go. Here's your cheat sheet for everything else. An X means it's a capture, a plus sign means check, and a hashtag means it's checkmate. Castling has its own weird little symbols. With just these few symbols, you can now accurately record pretty much any move in any chess game. It's an incredible system. Okay, let's bring this all home. We've talked about the clock, that's the external battle. And we've talked about the score sheet, the internal battle. The final step is to unite these two battlefields.
At the end of the day, becoming a strong player isn't just about finding good moves. It's about handling the pressure of the clock on the outside while creating a perfect record on the inside so you can learn from it. Think about it this way. You master the clock to win today's game. You master your history so you can win all your games tomorrow.
I want to leave you with this one last thought. You can have the most beautiful, completely winning position on the board, but if you have 1 second left on your clock and your opponent has 10 minutes, who's really winning? Mastering these tools isn't some optional extra for serious players, it's everything.